Hello, everyone, and welcome to round 6 of AF1, season 12 now. We're here, as you can very likely already tell, at Norisring. And yeah, this is, I think, the first rounds, or the first, the races so far, this season that has been streamed. And what a one we have to stream back at Norisring after 5 seasons ago. We first graced this track with some F3, some AF F3 noise. And we're back again for what I'm hoping will be just as awesome of a race as we saw last time we were here. So across comes Jens to start his first lap, and let's jump right into an onboard with him right now. The config. And let's watch this lap. All the lap times flying, and I mean none of them really representative at the moment. But here comes Jens. You want to be as close as you want to the tyre or the metal barriers almost at all points of this circuit. Threading the needle perfectly is Jens at the moment. Goes through the final corner, nice and tight, early as possible on the throttle and exit. Careful as you apply it, and back onto the main straight. Last down back to T1, comes through to set a 50.044, pretty solid bench for the time being. We did see some mid, potentially low 49s coming in. Jens already a fair bit quicker on this current next lap. Purple in the first sector, 10th off his time as you can see on the delta. Comes through threading the needle, back on the throttle even earlier, just a tiny little bit of oversteer on exit, but keeps it all together nicely. Perfect, round into the final corner he comes, nice and early on throttle as well. You can just get a little bit of oversteer if you do control it right. He comes round, and I do feel this could be a quicker lap if he has managed to pick it up again in the third sector. Sure enough, it is by the tiniest of margins. Only just about knocking off 100th off of this time. Setting a 50.027. Again, all the other times flying in at the moment. Still a bit of a spread, still some without representative. Gutierrez putting himself into P9 for the time being with a 59.68. The real low times we're looking for at the moment are people just getting into those 49s. 49s are what people need. It's what we want to see. We'll get back to the live open broadcast because that hasn't been showing the entire time. Map display over that way a little bit more as well. And move that over here. Moving the UI and stuff. Making it look pleasant for you. Up at the front, Charbatron, Chichko Dibel putting themselves up there into the top 3 spaces. Chichko on a pretty alright lap at the moment. Jacques Olivier going green in the first sector. Just a fraction off of Jens' time. Will you be able to go through just that bit quicker on the exit? Quite possibly. A lot of cars up ahead. Hope the traffic gets out of the way. Someone weaving further up the field. Bingo Quinn goes straight on, perhaps giving Jack that room he needs. A little bit off in the second sector. Will be an improvement quite possibly for Jack, but may not be the pole position lap he's looking for. Comes across the line and does indeed improve. 51.80 for Jack Olivier. Bingo Quinn just 3 thousandths ahead of him. Charbatron and Chichko Divel swapping positions there as Charles inches within 4 thousandths of Jens Baersma's time. I think just watching these guys go around, the times they're getting, these cars must be just a fraction slower and definitely harder to control than the F317 we used last time we were here. We were down in the 49s quite substantially last time, but now just a little bit off with these cars. Charles Bertrand, however, 700ths up in the second sector. Shishko Bell, in the meantime, setting a 49.8. Incredibly speed lap with a purple middle sector. Pretty solid third sectors. Charles Bertrand not able to improve, losing a bit of time in those last two sectors. Master putting himself up to a very impressive P8 there for now. Very, very good lap from him. Doing well in one of his first few AF1 seasons. Ali Yardimcher now without the help of Nemanja, who had been pushing him around in the practice sessions, falls down to P10. Jens, however, in the meantime, going through just behind the bell to set a 49.8. Just shy of Debel's time of a, 49.804. Josh Brooks puts himself to 10th. And Kevin immediately displaces, pardon me, Eli Yardimcher behind him. Sorry for the burping. I have indeed drinking currently cider. Currently on decent laps, Josh Brooks with the green sector at the moment. Give him a little look. About almost 2/10 up on his previous best lap. Could be set to put him up a few positions if he keeps it together. 3/10 up as the delta shows. Could be enough to put him way up to 7th. I'm calling it. He displaces. I'm calling it P7 for Josh as he comes across the line. And indeed, bang on the money. Splits Vivos and Juan Manuel Gutierrez for 7th place. Wonderful stuff there. Currently in the way just for a second there of Jens Baitzma. Jens, pretty okay lap at the moment. Not really too sure. The real time and the live timing is going a bit crazy on that one. But yeah, calming down just for a second here. Nothing really being posted at the moment. Nothing really changing down below either. G yet to set a representative lap, I believe. Just not able to find the place, not able to slot in to the huge amount of cars on circuit at the moment. Really tough in quali here to not get your lap interrupted or messed up by someone. Shishko Bell, however, sits currently on top of this qualifying session. Miguel leaving the session for the time being. We'll see what G can do. He is indeed. Brake too late and going straight on at the last corner. Perhaps not what he would want. Riley coming around on a fairly solid lap at the moment. Could be on for moving up a few spots. Rowdy goes around the final corner. Clean exit right to the outside. Will this be enough for anything substantial? We shall see. Jens on a pretty decent lap. Green middle sector for him. No improvement there for Riley. Stays P10. Riley going very, very deep there in the first corner. And drifting it round on the exit of the corner. Bertrand right behind Yardimcher at the moment. Maybe looking for a toe, perhaps. No real change still. Jack Levy favourite for pole position, usually sitting in P4, but on a lap, and up about 2/10 as we reach now the end of the quali session. Could this be enough to put him up at least a couple spots? I want to say P2, but we'll see what this lap will bring. Maybe just P3. P3 it is then for Jack Levy, displacing Charbatron. Makes it firmly onto the second row of the grid. Although keep in mind, refresher of the format we have here, race 1 is made up of a reverse grid of the first qualifying session. Then race 2 is made up of the results of the first race, and then the final race is the regular qualifying grid from this qualifying session. Everyone, I believe, now done with their qualifying laps. No representative lap from G750. Everyone now disconnecting from the server. I think. As I believe we are now going to go to the race server. So, for the time being, we wait. Gonna let my housemates know that I'm indeed streaming, so that we don't get people interrupting me. Alright, let me check if the race server is up. Doesn't seem so just yet. Where is it? Yeah, switching between sessions, I do believe. But yeah, in the meantime, so yeah, pretty crazy or pretty good race we have lined up for us. Very, very very close quali we just had there. Again, Norisring providing some of the closest action we have on in sim racing and in real life overall. Yeah, so the server just went to the Bella Vista route. Great, that's definitely Norisring. And we are to the race server. Okay, no safety car though. Just great. You love to see it. Gonna try to join as a safety car, see how that goes. Should work. Yeah, should be alright. There you go. All right, so I will take you guys through our grid here for race 1 of 3 here at Norisring. G750 lines up first on the grid, followed by Miguel Soto. Third place lines up Vessel Vicha, followed by Frank Quintero. Lucas Boschel starts 5th place. Cameron Winters starts from 6th position. Lucky 7, P7. Togo Turbo starts 8th, followed by Kevin in 9th, and Rosso starting 10th. In 11th place is Bonavane, followed by Ali Alcher in 12th. 13th place starts Riley, 14th is Master. Down in 15th place is Juan Manuel Gutierrez, Josh Brooks 16th, Vivo 17th, Cupid 18th, Charles 19th, Jack 20th, Jens 21st, and Tishko Dubel 22nd. Let's go racing here, ladies and gentlemen. Fuck, I gotta go to the start, the first corner. Here they all come, down to the first corner. Everyone seems to get a decent start. Almost 4 wide, some of them go. Will we have a clean T1? Everyone bunching up, getting bumped around. Oh, so much chaos there in the mid-pack. It seems we're all going in the right direction. Oh no, we have 3-4 cars all spinning off. Everyone seems to make it through. That Sharbatron, the Master spun around in that incident. G750 now in 2nd place from Vessel Vichat. Do we see a safety car? Yes, we do indeed. We see the first safety car of the race. Absolute chaos there in the rear end of the field. Jens Batesman getting caught up in that. So did Master and Sharbatron. Lower positions. Josh Brooks getting held up a huge amount, down in P19 now. Real shame for him there. Vivos down in 11th. Why am I talking about him? But we're going to indeed be picked up by the safety car here, driven by Nemanja Popovic. Or are we? I don't believe we will. But either way, we have now a lap under safety car conditions. Vessel Vichat leads out of G750 and Lucas Boischel. Only one restart zone here, and that is the start-finish straight. Vessel Vichat will be leading us on this restart. Chaos there at the start, however. You could see just how many people were, like, you know, squeezing into that tight space. You just can get like that. People kind of go up to the wall, have to brake, turn in, slows all the field down. You get this kind of multiplied effect of everyone kind of just slowing down to avoid the wall and avoiding each other. And yeah, Norisring T1 is an interesting one. But here we are, about to get underway again. Vessel Vichat ready to get us underway again. Not much you can really see from this view, but away we go. We are underway again here at Norisring. Already Master, I think that is in the background. No, I believe Frank Quintero. No, not even that. Lucky 7. No, Kevin making a move on Lucky 7. Lucas Boischel making a move on G750 there, but takes himself up to P2. Togo Turbo also making use of that chance. Everyone else getting through pretty okay. No, is that some people getting thrown around? No, everyone makes it completely okay through. Was just my imagination. G750 moves down to 4th, unfortunately. Kevin makes his way up to 5th. Riley going very wide in the background. Everyone, whoa, making their way through there. Almost looked for a second like people were sliding around all over the place. But the field makes its way through without issue. Josh Brooks up 2 positions, and Lucas Boischel makes a move for the lead. Makes his way ahead of Vessel Vichat, and Vessel is going to want to say something about that. Togo Turbo currently, the other driver in the Macadams Racing, in 3rd place and making a move for 2nd. It could be a 1-2 for Macadams at the moment. Kevin in 4th, under threat from G750. G750 breaking a fair bit later, but going a lot deeper though. Locks up. Is he going to make the move stick? Kevin goes deep, goes wider, but G750 alongside him. Through they go. G750 with the better line there for the next corner. Who's going to be first to blink? Kevin takes the inside. G goes quite wide. Another little lock up from him there. Is he going to have the inside here? No, he won't. He won't have the line. He'll have the compromised speed. Lucky 7 is going to take his chance and go to the outside of him. Non-stop action here. This is so different from AF3, which usually calms down quite quickly. Are we going to see 3 wide to this corner? Yes, we are. We're going to see Lucky 7, G750, and I believe that may be Ali Archer getting all close together. Someone back around. That's Bonavane in the background. spun around, absolutely nothing he can do, just a passenger there, sitting there in the middle of the circuit, praying everyone gets past him. Ali Yardimcher in the meanwhile, taking 5th of G750. G750 falls further down the field. V-Wolfs is the next one to try and get a position off of him. But it is Turbo and Lucas who currently lead ahead of the rest of the field. A 1-2 for the Dams Racing team. Really punched up back here, but Josh Brooks and Jack Olivier making their way through the field gradually. Jack in 9th ahead of Josh in 10th. Pinker Quinn also in 11th, making his way up slowly. But Jens getting really held up down in 17th still, despite having the pace of lead. Chichko Dibel as well, the two hopefuls in this race, definitely for the win in some of the later races potentially, but definitely lower down in the lower grid lineup, not making the same progress that some others are. A lot of smoke, lockups, maybe contact there. Frank Quintero losing a lot of positions and Charbotron picking some up. Meanwhile, Jack Olivier up into 8th ahead of Lucky 7 now, making his move, may break a lot later than V-Wolfs up ahead of him, doesn't try it though, slots in behind V-Wolfs, gets behind past G750 though, and up into 7th he goes. Awesome stuff here, Chichko Dibel, whoa, that was Miguel Soto, Frank Quintero flying across T1 and out of contention for the time being, drops down to 2nd last. Charles still battling away for 16th, he just can't seem to make his way up, he's like in a thick tar of F3 cars. Good analogy there, I know, but take it for what you will. Nice tight round the corner, there goes Jack Olivier. Let's go for that onboard for a second, see how it looks from the driver's eye. Always a thrilling track here, Norisring. And today seems to be no different. Constant action up and down the field. In the slipstream is Jack Olivier. Are we going to see a move here into T1? Looks to the inside, not close enough. Ali Yardimcher having a bit of a luck up right ahead of him. Oh, that is Ali Yardimcher getting all crossed up on the exit. No, that's Kevin actually. Ali Yardimcher got caught on him, and the two of them get caught up in a really unfortunate incident. Ali drops down to 14th. Kevin a little bit less worse off, but that puts Jack Olivier up to 5th and V-Wolfs up to 4th. Crazy stuff there. Just seemed to get too rowdy on the exit and uncontrollable contact into the wall. Flew back out, and Ali Yardimcher was just a completely innocent bystander in that equation. Cameron Winters and Ali now battling down in 15th. Charbotron making his way past Ali Yardimcher as well. Not what you want here. V-Wolfs and Jack Olivier, however, having a drag race down the main straight. Side by side they go. V-Wolfs already early out of the slipstream. Who's going to break later? V-Wolfs just a tiny bit, really nothing really between them, but V-Wolfs trying to switch back, but unfortunately Jack's car was there. And when you misjudge that switchback, it can cost you more than you set to gain. Oh, that's someone else in the background. That's Lucky 7 weaving and getting bumped from side to side, losing a lot of positions at the moment. That puts Riley, Kevin, and Josh Brooks 3 wide into the next corner, but Riley and Josh Brooks take it ahead of Kevin. Josh Brooks now up into 8th place. Gonna look to chase down G750 and V-Wolfs up, no, Pinker Quinn, sorry, G750 and Pinker Quinn up ahead, but still fierce battling up here. Jack Olivier in 4th, right behind Vessel Vickert, already looking at that podium with 7 minutes left to go in this awesome race we have here. Chaos at the last corner, that's Charbotron round, and nothing that Rosso could do, no, not Rosso, Master coming around the final corner could do, but he gets away pretty okay with that, but Charbotron, absolutely no luck whatsoever in this race, falls down to P20. Ali Yardimcher as well, really unfortunate race for him. Very deep and absolutely harpoons Cameron Winters. Completely misjudged maneuver there, and is going to try go for a really bad rejoin. Well, not really the only rejoin he could really do at that moment, which was a bad one, but rejoined slowly but surely into the middle of the race. Jens Weitzman and Josh Brooks scrapping over 8th. Jens looks to the outside, let's follow him into this braking zone. How deep is he going to go? Brakes a little bit later than Josh. He's going to give the room. Very tidy, very well made maneuver, and he is firmly ahead of Josh coming into the main straight. G750 now with a slightly worse run. Already under threat from Jens. We have a little slipstream train going. Are we going to see 3 wide into the first corner? Lovely thing about DRS, you get natural slipstream battles with these cars. Almost 3 wide. Jens goes very deep. Josh as well. Oh, almost contact there with G750. But Josh and Jens both follow G, or both follow each other through and get past G there into the first corner. V-Wolfs now makes his way past Vessel Vickert for the podium place in this race. The 2 Dams cars still out there leading. Can they hold on for 6 more minutes? Jack Olivier now in 3rd place behind them. under threat now. They're 1-2 finish. Togo Turbo going to defend like hell ahead of, or behind Lucas Bushel, but ahead of Jack Olivier. Fierce battling still in the midfield at the moment. Rosso in the 17th, not far behind Charbotron. Ali Ultra still down in 18th. Spinning in the background, Cameron Wittersu DNF'd, spun into a DNF. And that puts a couple of other people a few positions up. Riley makes a move on G750 for 9th place. G isn't really quite done with him yet, but it seems he's just going to have to settle. Riley moves up to 9th. Josh Brooks behind Jens in 7th. Jens could have the chance to go after Pingu Quinn. Pingu Quinn a little bit held up at the moment by Vessel Vischer just ahead of him. Some battles could be produced here. Jack Olivier not far behind Togo Turbo at the moment, not quite within the proper slipstream range, but is going to barrel down the straight after him at any rate. Pingu Quinn might be setting himself up for a manoeuvre here. Vessel Vischer in his sights. The run down to T1, Pingu Quinn breaks later, dives to the inside, very deep here, but gets the car slowed down. Vessel thought about it, thought about fighting back, but nothing really there for him. Ooh, might be contact there. Yes, it is. Kevin and G750 bumping wheels with the two. They're making through okay. Dushko Dibel up into 13th now. Probably due to a lot of the incidents from other drivers. Oh, very, very rowdy there from Vivos in the background. Miguel Soto, I can hear him coming at the last corner. A few issues there. Togo going to try for the switchback. Yes, he will. And he's going to have it. Togo and Jack side by side down the main straight now. Absolutely drag racing. Togo, maybe if Jack is a little bit quicker, he might slot in behind him. But Togo right now knows there's about 4 laps left on the board, and he's going to try his best to give Lucas that win, give him that chance at staying in first place. Togo goes very deep. That might give Jack the chance of the switchback, but he seems to just be holding him up. Bumping together they are. Jack just getting away from Togo to avoid getting tangled, really, as you can do indeed with these F3 cars if you get too close. Togo with the inside line, but Jack swoops in and takes second spot here. Vivov's actually looking hungry for the podium spot at the moment, and Togo with the worst run in the chicanes. That's a lot of movement there. That's G750 facing the wrong way, slides back onto track, but contact definitely there with Dushko Dibel. Such a shame for him. Really a shame for G. He was doing so well throughout this race, just trying his hardest to get out of the gravel trap there. But Vivos ahead of Togo now, but Togo definitely has something to say about that. Back in the slipstream for the start-finish straight. Hello, Sim Chris, who qualified P1. That was Dushko Dibel in race 1. He qualified in pole position. Vivos and Togo currently battling away for the podium spot for third place to start in the next race. Togo, Vivos just getting through on it, but Togo might have better run onto the main straight here. Yes, he does indeed, but both of them clip the wall, and that gives Pingu the run, potentially on both of them, right behind. I've not changed my turbo. Either way, through they go. Togo looks to the inside of Vivos. Will he judge this right? Togo and Vivos take each other out right ahead. Contact there with Pingu Quinn. Gets Togo facing the right way, actually, but Togo and Vivos both can see the spot to Pingu, but the teammates, side by side they go onto the main straight. Gloves may be off here. The two of them side by side, hopefully not going to trip over each other, so as not to give Togo the chance to get back at them. But Togo with a slightly better exit. Pingu maybe getting held up a little bit on exit by his teammate. Vivos in the podium position. Great drive from him. Let's have a little look at the progress here. Actually, I need to use the config for that. 1 second. Progress. So, great progress made by Vivos. 15 places up. Jack Olivier at 19. Not too unexpected from him with his caliber. He ends up 16 places in this race. Josh Brooks up 10. Dushko Dibel not making the same progress the other guys have. Only 8th for him, despite, well, not despite, but since starting at the very back. But Jens looks for the move now on Togo. Slightly later, braking, goes deep. Oh, hopefully not going to go anywhere near Pingu Quinn, but he makes the move stick. Togo goes a little bit deeper, but Togo most certainly will have something to say about that one. Oh, I thought that was someone going slowly on the inside, but it's just Josh Brooks defending from Vessel Vischer for the time being. 1 minute left to go in this race. Jack getting closer and closer to the back of Lucas. Will he be within striking distance? Maybe not. Lucas may be able to hold on to this one. 1 second back now as Jacques Olivier. Lucas is going to have to keep these laps coming in good. But this may be the final lap of the race. It very likely will be. And Lucas just has to keep it together for this whole lap. And the race victory and pole position will be his. Jacques Olivier in the meanwhile sets the fastest lap of the race once again. Pretty clean through the first corner as Lucas. He just needs to keep it together. Jack, a little bit rowdy there on the exit, not gaining an awful lot. 8/10 back, Jacques Olivier. A nice little train there. Still the battle for the podium. Very much alive and well. Riley on Vessel Vichat side by side. They come out of the corner. Still battling going on in the midfield. Master and Charbotron also still battling. Ali Archer, Dushko Debel also still battling. Too much to keep an eye on, but we're going to follow this. Will Jacques Olivier be able to do anything in these last dying moments of the race? I wonder if we have an extra lap or if it's just a straight up 15 minutes. We're going to find out in a split second. But Jacques Olivier drag race to the line. Who's going to win this? Jack might just about have it. Lucas just concedes, but Jack is going to win this race. Jack gets ahead. And it's going to be the win for Jacques Olivier. Jacques Olivier wins race 1 here. Thrilling scenes there at the last corner. Jack just with the better exit, able to make up 5/10 there. Maybe Lucas losing his nerve just a tiny bit. And allowing the mistake there. So close the margins on exit. Riley absolutely flying over everyone. This is absolutely mental. We're very professional here. Everyone flying down into T1. But there you go, guys. That's race 1 for you. Hope you enjoyed that. Really, oh my fucking god, Frank is out of the circuit. He is out of the server. Well and truly gone. Thrilling stuff there in race 1. Really loved watching that. And Cameron Winters DNFing out of that race. But besides that, no retirements. Nemanja being a very safe safety car right there. Okie dokie. There you go. That's it for race 1. Everyone disconnecting from the server. I shall do very much the same. Out we go. I leave. But there you go. Alrighty. Race 2 coming up. This race forms from the finishing positions of the previous race. We'll be waiting just a moment until that one goes up. And yeah. Great stuff there, really thrilling stuff to watch. Jacques Olivier coming all the way through to win Home GP podium. Nice one, Lucas. Very well done for the P2. Really, really good job to make those moves at the start and hold on to it. Decisive at the first corner. Yeah, I can imagine when you've got Jacques Olivier hounding you down, it's not easy to stay completely calm. Very well done. Well held there. The wind just slipping out of your grasp just a tiny bit. Very well done though. And a very great result for Macadam's Racing, making very good use of the reverse grid. And we're going to see how they fare in race 2. It could be very interesting here. Very impressive result there as well for V-Wolves, making his way through the field very convincingly. Sorry, if I go quiet, it's because I feel I'm about to yawn. And I don't want to yawn because I'm recovering from a throat infection. Whenever I yawn, my throat, like, it just hurts. It's like this thing's being pulled inside. It's very bad. Huh? Oh, for a second I thought Lucas was on pole, but I realized it's just because Jack isn't here yet. Let's get photo mode up so I can get rid of the lack of focus. Okay. Let's refresh your default. Don't focus, please. Okay, there you go. Alright, let's take you through the grid here. Well, Jack would be starting there if he was here. There he is. So, starting on pole position, we have Jack Olivier after his win there in race 1. Starting from P2 after a very well-held first race is Lucas Bushel. Starting third, V-Wolves. Starting fourth is teammate Pingu Quinn. Jens Batesma starts from P5. Turbo starts in 6th. Josh Brooks starts P7, followed by Riley in P8. Bissell Bichat starts 9th, ahead of Juan Manuel Gutierrez in 10th. Charbatron starting 11th, followed by Master in 12th. Kevin 13th. Chichiko de Bell 14th, followed by Ali Archer in 15th. Rosso in 16th place, Lucky 7 in 17th, Bonavane 18th, Progress Road 19th, and G750 in 20th position. We are about to go get underway here with race 2 of Norisring, and we're going to watch from afar. And they're underway. Everyone with a pretty damn even start, a lot of wheel spin, a lot of moving around, a lot of movement, but here they all come barreling down to T1 here. Again, spreading out wide. Togo flies down and hits the barrier on the inside. Luckily, no huge chaos from that. Just one person. Oh, but Vessel gets turned around. Whoa, Charbatron was flying over and Vessel spinning around like a Beyblade on top of some other cars. But besides that, they're all through. And we're seeing a safety car here already. 4 cars or so indeed involved in that collision. There you go. Oh, we're underway, I believe. Yep, we are underway again. That was very, very quick. Restarting pretty much the next lap. Everyone back again and ready to race, it seems. Jack Olivier, Lucas Bush going very, very deep. Not going to make anything work there. Pingu Quinn up to 3rd already. Jens Batesma up to 4th. Josh Brooks, I think, a huge loser in all of that. Where even is he? I don't even know. But through they all go. A lot of gaps kind of developing. A lot of people stuck there at the back. A lot of bunches. A lot of various circles developing here in the field. Here they'll come through with camera angle here. Jens, Pingu, and Bushel all battling for that P2 spot. Jens goes to the inside on Pingu, but goes a bit too deep. Gives Pingu very much the switchback for the main straight. And down they go. Let's go on board with Jens as he follows these 2 drivers. Thrilling stuff here. Always awesome in these Dallara F3 cars. 3 wide here, down into the first corner. Jens, Pingu, Lucas, who is going to come out on top? Jens, the latest of the breakers. Pingu with the inside line there. Pingu goes a little bit deeper, pushes Jens wide. Oh, Pingu comes back into the path of Lucas and almost goes around, but just about manages to save himself, and that most certainly gives Jens the position. Jens up to P2, and now hungry for that win. Looking to snatch it off the hands of Jack Olivier. V-Wolves up to 3rd. Still incredible performances from him. Able to keep those high positions currently in this race. Josh down in P9, as I suspected, losing a lot in the whole start debacle. And Deville making his way up the grid as well. Up to 10th now, ahead of Master. A little bit of sideways action coming out of the last corner. Around he comes, accompanied by Master, and no one anywhere near as quick as Jack at the moment. Let's follow with Charbatron just for a second. Down in 14th place, holding his nerve, holding the throttle a little bit with Kevin and Rosso ahead of him. Both go very, very deep. Well, Kevin the deepest of the lot of them. Oh, a bit of a palaver here at T1. Chichiko de Bell and Master getting all involved. An incident that's Vessel and Ali Archer absolutely in a mare at the exit of T1. But these guys seem to make it through. We're really seeing the grid spread out quite a lot at the moment. Could see some lapping action here during this race, even within these 15 minutes. Loving the format here. 3 separate races, providing some really, really fast, intense action. Almost 4 wide there into the last hairpin. Round they go, 3 wide through the whole corner. Oh, Kevin and Masters so touch and go, bumping off each other almost. Just touching the tiniest bits of each other's cars. 4 in a row we have going down to the first corner. DeBell at the back of this. 3 wide into the first corner. Master right in the middle of this is the latest of the breakers. Is he going to benefit from this? Just punch Charles Patron a tiny bit on the exit, but he's going to come out in 12th. Kevin stays ahead of a lot of them, but the two super fun sponsor cars come out in 11th and 12th. Rosso just ahead of them in 10th, just trying to get away from this chaotic battle that's going on behind. Jens is now 2 seconds behind Jack Olivier. Gonna be looking to try eke into that lead gradually. Vivol's not far off the back of him, less than a second still. But Riley, Juan, Togler and Lucas Boyschel all in the fight for P5. Little train developing here. The two Dam Racing lads gonna be looking to make a dam over their P5 and P6 positions. Very solid positions. Would be great to still finish there before the sort of accurate, you know, grid positioning that of race 3 that will come to. But Jens, just under 2 seconds now between him and Jack Olivier, expanding a little bit as they come out of the corners, but keeping with Jack for sure. 9 minutes left to go. All the time still for a challenge on the lead. Rosso, however, now being challenged by Master. Rosso almost being turned around. And again, this chaotic midfield battle continues with vigor. Awesome to watch this. Turbo and Lucas Boyschel, however, switching positions. The means have not already switched the position, but a battle between him, Juan, and others. Juan getting turned around and all of that. Riley getting messed up, and Juan just bouncing around, experiencing the weird oddities of AC physics. And 4 wide out of the corner, not working. Goodness me, what is going on in this midfield battle? Charles just trying his absolute best to get out of this. That low grid start really messed with him, and he's finally seemingly gotten out of that absolute crazy zone. That was what, 12 to 15 there. Pinguin and Vivo switching positions right now. Jens a tiny bit slower than Jack that last lap. 2.6 seconds now the gap. No real improvement there. Josh Brooks, P7 still looking to now chase down these two guys. Riley falling back and Juan falling back as well off of that battle, but this gives Josh now the chance to potentially look at a P5 finish here in this race. Better exit here. Dan Lucas Boyschel looks to the outside of him, has to just dart and swerve all over the place. Riley looking hungry for the place as well. I don't want to see me. Josh down on the inside. Makes the move on Lucas Boyschel, but Lucas Boyschel not having any of it. Lucas back on the inside of him and keeps P7 for the meantime. Or keeps P6, sorry. Jack Levy in the meanwhile still setting fastest laps after fastest lap. Josh now alongside Lucas Boyschel as they come out of the corner. He's going to have the better line for this corner. Makes it P6 now. And there you go. The move is made. P6 for Josh Brooks behind Turbo. P5 now in sight. Q750 and Vessel and Lucky 7 all in battle in the lower reaches of the grid. Up at the front, we shall see. Josh Brooks still in the hunt for P5. Top 4, well, top 5 really spreading out a whole lot. Whoa, so close there with the rear of Josh Brooks' car to the front of Lucas Boyschel's car. Josh getting closer and closer and closer to the back of Turbo. 3/10 now the gap. Going to be in slipstream range very, very soon. Needs that good exit here. Riley darts to the inside. Is he going to make that move stick? Not really quite. Just pushing Lucas around. Riley, the sportsman-like thing to do. Righting Lucas the right way, not keeping that punt going and falling back a few positions of his own. Whoa, almost Ooh, goodness me, that got way too close for comfort. Master and Lucas Boyschel very rowdy there on the main straight, and that brings these three back into a 3 wide down into the first corner. Riley to the inside, gonna get 2 positions back there. Great stuff from him, but Lucas Boyschel and Juan Manuel Gutierrez meet each other once again. Josh Brooks now free to fight Togwa without any worry from behind. 2 seconds back now, the rest of that group. And the battle now here, heating up for P8. Oh, 3 wide, they come out of the corner. 4 wide there with Charles. Oh my goodness, a tap there. And Lucas and Juan sent right round. Chaos here in the last 5 minutes. This battle, just people going absolutely crazy here. Always something to watch in that fight there. Jesus Christ. Wild stuff. Josh still, however, very much in range of Togwa, keeping him honest, keeping him under pressure. 4 minutes left to go, definitely enough time to potentially make a move here, but he just needs to be closer on that start-finish straight if he wants to make something work. Charbatron and Kevin now in battle. Charbatron up to 9th ahead of the FAST sim racing driver. Josh Brooks now 3/10 behind Togwa. Will be starting to feel that slipstream. Let's go on board with the River Racing driver here just for a moment. A bit rowdy there into the braking zone and into the corner, but just managed to keep it together. Just that bit closer to Togwa this time around. Man, this takes me back to season 7 when I was still racing AF1 and the battles that were had then. Awesome stuff, but now he's right on the back of Togwa and already he's looking to make the move. Togwa pushes him right to the edge, right to the outside, shows him the metal Armco barrier, but Josh with the inside line looks to have it made there on Togwa, but it won't be done until he's able to fend him off down and C1, then it will potentially be done. Togwa already slides out from the slipstream, and back ahead of Josh down into C1. Master also looking to get on this. These two really hampering themselves with this battling, and it's going to bring P7 into this. Togwa goes very deep into the first corner. Where's he got? He's definitely behind Josh for sure. Loses the position just a bit too deep on his brakes. Darts the inside, darts left and right, but Josh with the better line is going to take it here. Togwa very close to the back of him, and now Master very much putting him under pressure. Will have the run on him for the next corner, the penultimate corner of the lap, but Josh Brooks into P5 comfortably for now as Master looks to make designs on P6, Togwa's new home. Oh, comes out of the corner and turns him right round. Not going to work there. Took it way too tight, and Togwa did not know he had to leave the room there. Shame there from those two drivers. Too ambitious from Master, and that could very well be on him. But now Charbatron racing a very good race after finally getting his head out of the chaos that was the lower midfield. Actually able to make some significant progress up into P8 now and hungry for P7. Master's mistake with who was that? With Kevin, was it? No, it was Togwa. Togwa giving Charles all of the reason he needs, all the rights he needs to be right on the back of him now. Just go to Bell now, however, down in 15th still, really not able to make much progress through the grid here. Is finally going to see the start from pole next race where he actually qualified. And is very much stuck into this battle between these three guys. Very close between them. Let's go for the onboard. A very cool angle here actually. Let's go from this angle, we get a lot more FOV here. Debel to the outside. Sticks it to the outside, able to get onto that power just a little bit earlier. And Boyschel just about has to yield right there. Charbatron and Master in battle now, side by side they are. Kevin right behind to potentially provide support, but Charles looks to move to the inside. may just about be able to make it stick. Clean there from the two drivers, but Master will have the slipstream, and now it's going to be 2-on-1 pretty much as Kevin gets involved as well. Teammates here, will they look to potentially double team the Capybara themed racing car? No real moves being able to be made there. Charles, very, very skilled, very, very fast around this track, is going to probably be able to hold his own, but the two teammates swapping positions left and right. Big gaps now among the front few. No real changes likely to be made there. Turbo and Nibel battling as we enter the final lap, and Jack Olivier crosses the line to take the win here. Jens Batesmith second, followed by Pink Quinn in third. Good drive from him. Progress. Good drive from Jens Bates, particularly up 4 positions. Vivov's holding his own. Josh Brooks moving up some. Riley finishes 6th, just ahead of Charpatron, who made up 5 whole positions that race. Bonnevain making up a whole 9 positions throughout the progress of that race. The biggest loser, however, Lucas Boyschel, absolutely flying across the line. Those two drivers. Wonderful stuff here at 2-1. Josh Brooks. Celebration donuts. Whoa, flying into shot goes on Gutierrez. There goes the safety car, very safe. With an alley, there always comes in the mania. That's the rules. We go now to our third and final race of the day. Okay, let's join the next session, the final session here. Showing the wrong route just for the time being. Waiting for the server to do a cheeky reset, and we'll be underway very soon once again. It's going offline for a moment. I believe in a moment we shall see its reintroduction. There we go. I can join the server once again, and we will be back to racing very, very, very soon. This grid, reminder that it will be based off of the actual qualifying results, and obviously you will have forgotten those by this point, so I'm going to go through them once again. we load. Anyways, let's take you through our grid here for race 3. First on our grid, lining up pole finally, must be thinking. Chichko Dibel in P1. Jens Bateman starts alongside him in second, followed by Jack Olivier in third. Charbatron starts fourth now, with Pingu Quinn starting fifth. Vivos starts sixth behind his teammate, and Josh Brooks starts P7 ahead of Juan Manuel Gutierrez. Starting in ninth is Master, ahead of Riley in 10th and Ali Adamche in 11th. Bonavane starts in 12th place, followed by Rosso in 14th. Wait, Bonavane, is he meant to be there? I don't really get it. 13th is meant to be Bonavane. I don't believe he's in the session. Rosso starts ahead of Kevin in 15th. Starting in 17th is Sokotobo. Then Lucky 7 in 17th. Lucas Boyschel should be there in 18th. I don't really know what's going on with this grid, but either way, we are going to go racing here momentarily. We're going to watch their run down to T1. And away we go with race 3 here at Norisring, the final race. Chichko Dibel gets a decent start, but Jack and Jens are going to be hot on his heels. Chichko moves far to the inside to defend, but 3 wide they all go into the first corner. Chichko goes deep. Will that give the run for Jack on the exit of the corner? He squeezes Jens just a tiny bit, but Chichko still has the lead. Frank and Lucas Boyschel getting together on the exit, but I do believe we have a fairly clean start to the race. Are we under safety car conditions? We are not. We are racing, ladies and gentlemen. Very much racing. No safety cars so far this race. Some people quite far behind there. 4 wide almost we're seeing into the last hairpin, but Chichko Dibel very much holding on to the lead for the time being. With some clean air, he may be able to start pumping in some good laps, but Jack Olivier, will he let him actually get away, or will he just snatch the lead right out of his hands before he can even dream about the win? Side by side, they're going to be going down to the first corner. Let's go on board with Jack Olivier. Chichko goes to the outside. He's going to cut across. He might have the better exit, the better drive. Yes, he certainly does. Chichko holds on to first position, and Jack Olivier just has to slot in right behind Jens Beats, but absolutely nothing between him and Jack at the moment in P3. Will be looking to make any sort of inroads on this lead battle as possible, but 3 wide behind for P4, Charbatron, Pinky Quinn and Beavles. Down they go to the penultimate corner, 3 wide into the braking zone, still 3 wide, and the new racing cars hold the inside line. Pinky Quinn snatches 4th for the moment, Charles on the outside with the better drive, keeps 4th position, or does he? Charbatron, it's nothing between them. Pinky and Charles side by side out of the corner, and absolutely neck and neck across the line. 3 wide, we're going to go into the first corner with this lot. Once again, let's get the intervals back up again. But Dibel and Jack Olivier batting for the lead up ahead. Jack on the inside, but Dibel may have the better exit on the outside. No, he does not. Just tapped wide by Jack right there, defending hard. But Vivos and Big Quinn are both past Charbatron for the time being. Jack, oh, so close between these guys. Jack getting a little bit antsy on the rear, sliding around he is at the moment, but these 3 absolutely inseparable, incredible racing we have between these guys, and 25 minutes of racing total, 22 left to go in this awesome race 3. Just a tap there from Dibel onto Jack, and they go through side by side out of the corner. Jens absolutely very much in. This is a completely 3-way battle. Jens really hasn't had a huge bite out of anyone. 3 wide, they're going to go into T1 once again. Incredible scenes here. Let's go into the middle with Jens Bates and see how this goes from his POV. We're going to go to the trackside camera, and Jens takes the lead from P1 to P3 in 1 corner, unless Jack has anything to say about it, and he may just have the move done unless Jack sends it up the inside. Is he going to let it happen? Jack to the inside of Jens. Jens is going to let him have it for here, but he's going to go for the switchback, going to look for the better exit on the straight. It's absolutely nip and tuck between these guys. They follow each other in a complete train. Jens right behind Jack and Dibel right behind him. 3 wide, they're almost going to go to the corner, but Chichko thinks better of it. Jens to the inside of Jack. Not going to be able to get past him quite, but Jens still absolutely neck and neck with the Frenchman. They go through in formation once again. Nothing between these guys, but they are pulling away from everyone else behind. Pinkerquin in the meanwhile holds on to fourth, while Charbertrand moves back up to fifth past Vivovs. Jens following Jack completely down to T1. Looks to the inside. Will he get the car stopped in time? He sure does, but Jack maintains the lead for the time being. Jack very, very, very close to spinning on the exit, but DeBell right behind the two of them, still very much in this. This is crazy racing between these guys. Thrilling stuff. Jack a bit wider there, going to be compromised for the next corner, and yet still absolutely on his rear wing completely. Josh Brooks at the very back of the field. Must have had something go on to him. Not sure what's happened there. But DeBell gonna have to make sure he holds onto the back of these two. Anything could happen here in this battle for the top 3 spots. Jens is still very much in slipstream of Jack, but he's going to have to really hold on unless he wants to start to get dropped. 4 tenths and up, I want to say, is where you start to lose the slipstream with these cars. Jens looks to the inside, just a punt there into Jack, and that might give DeBell the run into P2. Not able to make it work and keeps P3 for the time being, but just a bit of contact there from the two of them. Jens letting Jack know he's there and then some. But they all keep facing the right direction and still battling. Frank Quintero falling his way down the field. Unfortunately, the other river driver joining Josh at the tail end of the field. Lucas Boyschel down in 20th himself. Also not having the most fun of races. G7 15-11 getting his way past Juan Manuel Gutierrez. I think Juan having a mistake there. But Vivos, Charles, and maybe soon Master all involved in the battle for P5. But Vivos very much having a lot to say about that P5 spot. I'm not going to let Charbertrand get away from it, or get away with it. It's just that soon. To the inside looks Vivos, sends it, gets the car just about stopped in time, and that's a move made on Charbertrand. Gonna maintain that spot, better exit. Charles, however, to the outside, may be able to make that later braking and take the optimum line through the corner. G750 and Lucky 7 in a bit of strife there. Lucky 7 better off of it, but G750 falls down the field. Vivos just about able to slide back through, and Charbertrand very much compromised, allows Master to get back alongside him for the chance to take P6 off of him now. Master ahead of Charles going into the corner, and he may just be able to hold it all the way around. He sure will, but Charles potentially with a better exit keeps alongside the Polish man. And side by side, they're going to go down to the first corner. Jens faster on that last lap than Jack Olivier up ahead. The battle for the lead still definitely a prospect. But he's going to have to keep pumping in those laps if he wants to stay anywhere near. Master and Charles side by side to the corner. Bit of contact there. Nothing bad going on, but Vivov spinning ahead of them. Loses P5 to the two of them. And that's Charbertrand back where he was before all this battling. Back to square one for Vivov and then some, as he now comes under pressure from Kevin in 8th place. Kevin to the inside on Charles Bertrand. No, Vivos actually, I'm wrong. They must, I don't fucking know. Someone trying to overtake someone, somewhere. Lucky 7 on the inside of Riley in the meanwhile makes the move seemingly stick. Riley obviously gonna have something to say about that on the straight. A move is never over here until you are way, way, way clear of the guy ahead. Side by side, they're gonna go down to the main, straight to the first corner. Ali Archer in fierce battle now with Kevin, Togba, and Vivov's a little bit further up ahead, however, getting away from a lot of these guys. Lucky 7 and Riley. Lucky 7 able to make the move and keep P12. Togba, and contact there for the two of them, just tapping, but able to keep their cars facing the right direction. Could have been way, way worse than that. But they go through together, and Ali maintains P9. Everyone else had them getting away. As the two of them battle fiercely, but DeBell back in very much striking distance of Jens. P2 not looking so safe for the, what is it? Race, allegedly, but Jens' team. Penguin as well, not far behind. Could be a third car soon involved in this battle for P2, but Jack gradually getting away with the win for the moment. Could be set to make it 3 out of 3, which is just insane. Quite insane, but impressive as always from Jack Olivier. This quality racecraft. Last lap, Gilbert just a tiny bit slower than Jens, gets a little bit deeper into that corner, but still working for him. Let's go back to this battle with Master and Charles. Master really keeping pressure on Charles for the time being, staying within that slipstream. Being within that slipstream here is absolutely crucial. So much, you know, straight line advantage is needed here. You just gotta stay completely with the guy ahead. If you don't, you fall off pretty quick. Bell now 3/10 behind Jens again. They're different lines, very much on display, but I do believe either one actually being that much quicker than the other. Ali Archer and Toga battling in the meanwhile. Toga back ahead past Ali for P9. Solid result on his side of the garage currently for Dam or Maka Dam Racing. Lucas Bushel and Frank Quintero getting a bit of strife seemingly, but the two of them getting away from it fairly okay, a little bit scratched and bruised up, but still battling, these two are. This reminds me of the battle, long half race long battle I had here once with, it was Vipropofol and someone else. I'm trying to remember who it was. It was Vipropofol and someone who I had an awesome, each of them I kind of swapped. I went, all right, I'm going to race half the race against you and the other half against you. I battled the entire race. And Josh soon got very bored of commentating it, I can say that much. Because we'd just overtake each other every single corner and it would just switch back. And Toga switching positions once again, but Ali back past Toga as Toga puts it in the sandpit. Will he get it reversed out? Oh no, don't beat shit. Don't beat shit. Don't get stuck in the sandpit. He's just about able to get drive. He's just able to get out, but that is so much time lost for Toga, and I was saying how it was going well on that side of the garage for his team, but his teammate Lucas Bosel joins him alongside outside of the points and not the happiest at the moment. I would imagine Veselvicia also taking a trip in the sand pits. Will he be able to get out of it? May just about be able to. Master goes deep on Charpatron, a bit of contact there. Charles turning Master around, Master turning Vivos around. The process, God, chaos here at T1, and Charles getting off the better man out of this one. Vivov's a very unfortunate bystander here. Vivov's taking a long time to get himself righted and putting himself way back in the field. Josh Brooks still in 14th, not able to make much progress this race. Rosso close behind him, just not coming together for the River Racing driver. Can't stop yawning, man, it's so painful. Sharbatron DNFing. Sharbatron out of this race. Such a shame for him. Just poofed out of existence there on the straight. Such a shame for him. Goodness me, he was going so well, and that puts Master up to 5th. Great result here for the FAST racing team. Not much going up there at the front. 1 second is the gap between Batesma and the Bell. Closest battle on track really is this one, Russo and Josh Brooks. Josh Brooks takes the inside there and makes his way back past Russo for what is now P13. Let's go on board with Russo for the time being. Russo goes deep and they both give each other ample room. Joshua a little bit rowdy on the exit there, but we're going to go with him for the onboard onto the main straight. Charles, if you're watching the stream now, what happened there? Russo and Josh still in battle. Josh looks to the inside, makes the move. Whoa, there was nothing between his front wheels and the wall right there. So close was Josh to crashing. 9 minutes left to go. And the Bell, in the meantime, making inroads on Jens Batesma, 9/10. Now the gap beneath a second for the two of them. Big Quinn falling off a little bit. Master happily in 5th. Nice and secure that position. Just got to keep it together. No spinning at T1. No silly mistakes. And that may be it. Bonavane also in 9th. Very good result for that team. Oh, Togba spinning again. Not a fun race for him by any means. Awful rejoin there for Togba. Completely unsighted. Josh Brooks took mega evasive action, but Russo not so lucky and got a hefty whack on the rear portion of his car. Hope no significant damage was sustained there, especially to the rear wing element. But Jack not really running away with it. I mean, 3/10 at Norisring can, in some people's books, be running away from it. What noises, man? There's nothing. Oh. Went to the Matrix for a second. Probably the closest battle on track at the moment. Riley chasing down Bonavane, lucky 7. Oh, someone spinning. Russo has had enough. Just has had enough for this race, and he leaves. That makes about 4 DNFs now from this race. Sharbatron, Russo, Tokotoba, and Vessel Fischer look like they are done as well. Both in the pit lane. But these guys all still going just fine. Sorry to hear that, Vessel, man. Sorry to hear that. We'll get them next time, Soldier. Still got 2 more races, I believe, of this championship. So come back stronger. But Bell still very much in the fight for the 2nd spot, getting closer and closer to the back of Batesma. Can't drive anymore, your neck is ripped. Oh, jeez. That's so unlucky, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Jeez, that is really bad luck. We'll take your recover soon, Vessel. And don't stress the sim racing if you are not absolutely A-okay at the moment. Take your time. Maybe I can fill in for you at the next round. How about that? One off. Either way, I'm enjoying streaming this. Fun racing here at Norisring. Kind of calming down here for race 2. Yeah, do get that check, especially if it's still hurting you after 2 days. Yeah, 100% get that check. But for now, you can enjoy the racing here. Jeez, I thought that for Frank Quintero was Dibel for a second. But no, the gap still about just under 7/10 now. It's getting just that increment closer and closer every lap. I feel we're getting closer and closer to some late action between these two drivers. One having the slightest contacts of the wall. I'm just seeing in the meantime. Again, with their slightly differing lines here into T1. Dibel continues to follow Jens in front. Riley about 5/10 off of the back of Bonavane. Getting nice and close actually on the exit there. Is probably hopeful for the slipstream. Whoa, Bonavane getting very rowdy on the exit, sending it into the wall, but again, this without real life, you wouldn't be driving so fast anymore. But we do not have the same sort of damage. Juan and the Ardemchip switching positions. Ali must have had some sort of mistake there. Falls way behind, even when there was no real gap there before. Vivov's now making advantage of. Whoa, that was very devious there. Not sure what was being attempted, but it did not look to be the safest thing I've ever seen in sim racing. Watch yourself, Ali. Could have been a huge incident on the main straight there for the two of these guys, but nothing came of it. Jesus Christ. Chichko now within about 5/10 of Jens. 10th quicker, or not even a 400th quicker on that last lap. Still just inching tiny little bits close. He's going to have to start making some big gains if he wants to challenge for second at all. Ali again seemingly with a bit of trouble there on the exit. Losing ground on Vivos. Maybe the tyres starting to fall off a little. They fell off, yes. But yeah. Ooh, 4/10 down the gap, it's getting closer. We get into that slipstream range. It might actually be slipstreamable about here. Nah, doesn't look like it. Pretty negligible at the moment. You can sort of look from the real time. Yeah, it's very deep there, and that really brings Dibel back into this. 3/4 now the gap. Jens really starting to feel the pressure. Dibel racing a really good race. Seems that when he's in the clear, he can actually put his foot to the floor. He can really put in those consistent laps and keep within a chance of P2 here. Shame it won't be for the win. Jack seems to have that one well and truly covered. But with 2 minutes 20 left to go, there is a chance, still a chance on the table of that P2. Podium regardless, it would seem, unless something diabolical occurs. Wolf's in the meantime, making his way up nice and close to the back of Juan Manuel Gutierrez, and looking to make a move, essentially. He's going to leave it for the time being. There's no risque maneuvers there, but Juan not really with a great exit, and Vivov's able to pull right up alongside him. A drag race now to the line and to the first corner for the two of them. Ali lying in wait in the background. Side by side they go. Vivov's the inside, Juan's the outside. Vivov's both very uniform, breaking uniform through the corner and still side by side the whole way out, but Juan just clattering the barrier a little bit, and Vivov's has the position quite assertively. Dibel, however, crucially so close, 3/10, just under a just about starting to feel that slipstream. Once you catch it, it really tugs you closer. And he's starting to get it there. 1 minute 15 land counting on the clock. Right on the back of Jens at the time, for the time being. Thrilling stuff here. These two have been almost inseparable, almost within a second. The entire race, the consistency needed for that. I say that, and I jinx him, I think, for a second. He might have just touched the inside Armco there. 49 seconds left to go. This will be, I think, next lap, the last lap of our race here. Juan, Vivovs, and Ali having one of the closest battles on track, though, at the moment. Ali very, very much looking to yoink Juan's position at the last possible moment to go. And Jens, so close. Down the start-finish straight they go. Chichko is going to have to hope for the lap, all laps here from himself to get past Jens. And looks to have a great exit there, but not really enough. 4/10 still the gap. Just not close enough for a move. Just not the gap you need. He's going to follow him through these few sections. No mistakes from Jens, really. Doesn't seem like it. No late lunges really possible. Not close enough at all. Goes quite deep. Might be looking for the run onto the main straight up to the line, but it just wasn't meant to be. Jack Olivier, in the meantime, comes across the line to make it 3 out of 3 here at Norisring. Another stunning drive for the Frenchman. Jens and Dibel fill out the rest of the podium. Pingo Quinn finishes 4th in an excellent team result for New Racing. Master finishes 5th in a great result for FAST Sim Racing. Kevin finishes 6th. Again, another great performance for the FAST Sim Racing team. Vivos finishes 7th for Newt. Another great result for those two teams. Those two teams really racking up points here today. Juan, the only Turkish torpedo on the grid, finishes a solid 8th after a lot of toing and throwing between other drivers. Ali just going to hold off ahead of Bonavide. Bonavide snaking behind him all he can. Being absolutely sent off the line. Holy crap, someone just flew. Someone absolutely flew right there. Here comes Nemanja eating an F3712 there at the first corner. Awesome race from everyone. Really great stuff to see. Oh, that's something you shouldn't be seeing. It's mountain. Let's go to... I don't really know. I just don't know who to talk to. I think I should just get anyone in here, to be fair. Okay, let's go to the interviews. It's an F3. Fuck, I fucked up my transitions. And that is the 3 races done. We're going to chill for a minute. See if we get anyone wanting interviews. If I don't really get any, then I will end the stream. But I hope you all enjoyed that. Fun stuff here at women are entering my home. I'm scared. All right, I'm gonna take it. Nobody is interested in any interviews unless Jack. See Jack typing at the moment. Anyways, I think because it's just if I ask Jack, it'll just be another Jack who calls his races because he won all of them, so not much to say there. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just get. Who should I get in there? Let me get two outliers. I'll get Josh and Pingu. Hello, you two. If you're still around, I pulled you into the streaming channel.
Hello.
I
Hi,
don't. I want to do something different. Jack won all the three races, so I just feel that interviewing him is just gonna be the same old of.
Competitive?
Yeah, I won. I mean,
Yeah, well, I had a bit of trouble in race one, and then Lucas had some issues.
I mean, I mean, you can't. I do got to interview the winner, but at the same time, it's
Do you know?
Ali. Yeah, well, not anymore. I don't think. Anyways,
Ali has entered the chat against everyone still.
against everyone's
overturning the
will.
world order.
Well, okay, so
I just came in. I came in at a
let me
great time,
start.
it seems.
We're gonna because it's like 3 races. I kind of wanted to pick 2 random people who I saw do well or have interesting races. So Josh,
I
you
didn't
first.
do well. I got stuck in the middle of turn one.
You came 5th in one race. That's just race 3 you're talking about. Hit me with how was it overall? How were your races? Go through them, Josh.
Fun. They were fun. My main aim for first 2 races was just to get decent points, and at some point in the race, just be in no man's land and take whatever. Like, I didn't want to risk anything. I didn't want to be under threat from, being a sitting duck with slipstream or anything. So I thought I'd just sort of get myself into a pocket where no one else is around, and I did that race one and 2. Race 3 was a bit different. I had a great battle at the front, and then my brakes decided to no worky, so I ended up in the middle of the turn 1 as some sort of statue.
Ah, yes, that very, very, very fun. That looked like. I hope you enjoyed that. And then race 3, what happened there? Because I saw you kind of in the mix, and then you fell off the face of the earth. I saw you in P20 next time I looked.
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. I lost the.
Oh,
well,
I see. Sorry,
I didn't have the brakes. I don't know who I hit. I think I hit Master, was it? And I just sort of went
round
nowhere.
Nah.
Went round and then basically drifting it round and ended up parked on the inside of turn 1.
Yeah, brake
inconsistency. I couldn't do anything.
Yeah, brake inconsistency is something I saw mentioned. I wonder if it's a trait of this car, mod thing. Who knows?
Early on, I think it might be. Early on in the stint, I think it might be.
What might be? I couldn't quite hear that.
Brake inconsistency. Like the brakes aren't
it's
reliable.
usually like if you have any bit of dirty air, it seems like the brakes just do not work anywhere near as well.
Interesting. I guess that did seem.
But I didn't like over the stint when I was in clean air. I didn't notice any differences other than just locking up a bit more at the end.
I will get Lucas actually in the interview as well. I'll put him in, but I'll ask Pingu you next about your race. You seem to have a pretty good performance. I saw you chilling there. I think for a podium in race 2, a pretty solid race 1 as well. But take me through them. What were your highlights? I guess.
I had a good battle with Josh, race 1, and
I can't remember.
I mean, race 1 was it's the reverse grid, so I think I did a really good job coming through the field.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you made a few positions there.
I got lucky to just about avoid the turn 1 pileup, just about, because it was next to me and then behind me. So
that was wild. It was like 4 people kind of were coming out the corner and all squished against each other. In real life, it would have been an absolute pileup, but it ended up only 2 people really stopped because of
I'm now watching Josh live edit the results. Well, it just changed on my screen, so.
Oh yeah. So last time out, they didn't put in the
Anyway,
score.
And yeah, Vivolves did amazingly race 1, getting that podium, and again in race 2 we were so close, and I happened to beat him that time.
Very good team result for you guys, I noticed. And
we've done so well.
Someone else, who was the third driver?
Chichko.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Podium in race 3.
Yeah, very good for him. Very, very well.
And he got pole position.
Yes, shame we didn't get the win in the end from that, but he stayed within a second of Jens the entire race and got to almost overtaking him towards the end. I'll bring FQ in here because he also wants to be interviewed. And your last...
I think he's going to complain about the truck.
He's not happy.
Yeah, he didn't
Okay,
like
well, we'll hear. Actually, Ali, tell me
It's
about
not
yours.
quite me at Rio levels, but still.
Ali, yours seemed a bit chaotic. Any
Yeah.
highlights?
First race, I didn't drive that well.
Mm.
And then second race, well, I didn't drive that well in that I wasn't very clean in terms of racing.
Mm.
Second race, I was clean, but I got taken out a few times. And then third race, I got taken out a few times again.
Yeah, get taken out a bit. Took a few people out as well. Seems like
Did I race? Did I take anyone race 3? I don't think I
wasn't
did.
it Togwa? I swear you took Togwa out.
No, he died by himself. I know what you mean.
Oh, okay.
He had already spun by the time I
Oh,
was there.
okay, because
But yeah, we went back to
Yeah.
get like we kept changing positions for about 6-7 laps.
Yeah.
Like we did the
I
exact
watched
same
that.
defenses and offenses up until I actually stuck the braking through the inside, and then he spun on his own.
Ah,
And it
okay.
didn't even matter that I finally
Yeah.
broke the loop.
Because it switched camera angles, and
Ah.
it looked to me like you had fucking punted around. So I was like,
Yeah,
so
Josh switched camera angles in like yesterday when I was overtaking Russell.
Mm.
He thought I fucked the shit out of him.
if you watch my commentary, you'll see me be like, "Oh, not a good move there from Ali." So I
No!
got confused. You've been wronged.
I've been
and
wronged.
someone who did want to be interviewed, Lucas, tell me about your race 1, because you said in the chat you were sweating bullets, or you've never been this nervous. Tell me about how that was. You held on to the win until literally the line. How was that, if you're there?
Interesting. I mean, most of the it's been a while since I've been in P1. I went into the race expecting death in turn 1 and probably being last in the end of lap 1. But somehow I made the move. I was already very, very happy and nervous after that one, and then I just had Togura defending like a lion for quite a while.
True, yeah.
Until the end, but Jack was obviously coming closer and closer, and that kind of got to my nerves. I got quite a lot of understeer in turn 5, and he got the run on me. But I don't know, maybe with penalties, I've been told there might be something. I don't know. I'm happy either way, but we will see.
You sound a bit robotic, by the way. You sound like you're on 8 kilobit per second voice.
That sometimes my Discord does that, yeah.
I see.
Also, I'm very, very tired and hungry at the moment.
No, it's definitely not that. It's
Get
definitely because
your-
it goes.
Get your food, bro, at some point. And FQ, you there?
Yes.
Let's hear what you have to say. Are you unhappy? Are you gonna rail at
Uh,
something, or is
just-
it something positive?
I mean, just
Not a fan of the track?
yeah, not a fan of a track. But to be honest, I guess my performance in these 3 races is pretty much par for the course this season with me. So
I see.
I mean,
This isn't the easiest car to drive.
Is this
to be
your
fair.
first AF1 season? Remind me.
no, this is my second
Second.
AF1 season.
So you did
I
last season as well.
participated. Yeah, I did the Indy Lights, which
so
honestly was worse. But
Does that count?
You've been really not treated. I will be real. Like that being your first, like that was bad because of the mod. But this is tough car. Like this car isn't easy. So yeah, you've had a fair share for like starting out. Like when I was starting, for example, it was the Indy car, which was a decent start because that thing
It was a great start.
such
Great
a
car.
such a lovely car, and then it was the Dallara, and then the Renault R25. But you starting out pretty much properly, at least with this car, is a tough one. Don't put too much on yourself. Norisring is a tough customer, so look ahead to the next one, man. You keep your chin up. So
yeah, Norisring might look simple, but there's some very nasty walls that are just waiting to get you.
And
There's a budget wall of champions, so.
Also, while
it also didn't help that when I started to practice for this, it was nighttime on the server, so that didn't help.
That's not good at
Heightened senses, but at that point you should have had.
yeah, fuck's sake. No, it's broken. But anyways, I think that's just about. I think that's just about it. Was good to watch.
If you can stall for a little bit more, I'll have championship points.
Yes,
But
I'll go for it. No, I'm not in a rush.
it's about 5 minutes away from it, so you might need to go. Well, but probably less if I skip certain bits.
Oh, 5 minutes? Can't be bothered. I don't know if I can stall for 5 minutes.
I
Right,
mean,
but
I
I-
just
what's
hope, I
the-
just hope
from
that at some
yesterday?
point, I just hope that at some point I can, make some improvements to actually, consistently get decent positions and not be dead last most of the time.
Again, I would put a chunk of that on the track. This track would be very unfair. So
I would also put a
Yeah.
chunk of that on you starting with AF1 rather than some like a. Well,
You should
starting
move
the other
to.
dudes AF1.
You should move to Europe and do AF3.
Yeah, yeah, you should.
Yeah. Oh man,
Okay,
I mean,
so
I wish I could. I
oh
mean,
yeah, cause school. Yeah.
so I guess
Yeah.
since they're on my car, I will after Monday, after the penalties are through, just take a look and donate how many points in euros I got in race 1 to the Beaver Foundation.
Oh, there you go.
Uh-huh.
That's how you should do it. You should do
It's
that.
not a lot, but if I were to do it for the whole season, I would probably get too poor.
€200.
It wouldn't be that bad, but
It'll be something.
I want to do something small.
Well, there you go. Well, that'd be actually really nice
You're
if you do
wrong.
donate something. But
Wait, you're donating how much? What?
How much I get in points in euros from race
Nice.
1.
it's gonna be if you
Race
imagine
one,
if
okay.
imagine if Jack did that, it would be like a Kimi Räikkönen situation where like per
my
point
God.
he gets money. Like instead per point he donates. Jack would break his
So
bank.
just he's
That
gonna
would be
be
bankrupt.
getting 16th and 11th for the next few races, I suppose.
Yeah. All right.
That's a nice thing to do, Lucas. Well done.
Well, I think I shall end the stream there. As I guess
If you talk about what's coming up, that'll be enough time for me to finish this. I'll have the points.
All right, no worries. no
Coming
worries.
up, yeah.
All right, let's talk about what is coming up.
AF3.
Shut up. Thank you
No.
to everyone who tuned in to AF2 tomorrow. F2 yesterday. For starters.
I won.
Oh, good. Oh, you did. Okay. cool.
AF2, which was called AF3000, which
Yes.
was based on AF3, but still in AF2.
Yes. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
That thing. Be sure to be around for Avenisto next week. That will be on the 7th of October, Friday. The finale of AF3 season 11 is
11.
apart from the win. Are there any close battles in the championship? Anyone could tell me about?
Well,
Hey,
there's teams.
There's teams.
Okay.
Three
And
teams still
also,
in it.
like, I think it's P2 to P7 is very close, as far as I
Yeah.
remember.
So let me have a look. So with drops.
On the drivers, yes, absolutely.
So with drops, it is from Jens to Ali is 149, 139, 137, 137, and 122. So this is
27 points in it.
27 points between the top or between second to sixth. So a lot to fight for there. And in teams, also, it is Polaris winning at the moment with 259, followed by Maka and River, and between them is 25 points. So a lot to fight for there. Hopefully, everyone turns up with their full lineups so we can see an awesome thing.
Fourth and seventh is quite close as well, actually. Newt Racing, European Torpedoes, Turkish Torpedoes, Maka, Whitehead Warriors, all separated by 10 points in the battle for fourth place.
I might actually turn up then this time. I've done one race this season.
Yeah, go on, turn up.
It wasn't intentional.
You're still 1 point in front of Charles.
Your team is suffering.
You need to keep in front of Charles.
Yeah, that
now
is.
see if I could, I would quickly join up with River Racing and do AF3, but unfortunately I cannot.
Rip.
Just don't go to school.
Yeah, just don't.
Oh yeah, easy. Just don't. Just
Easy
skip school.
W.
Yeah.
Just like skip
I've
ahead.
already signed my driver for next season.
Skip ahead to university. Like,
Who
be
is
like,
it,
be like
Josh?
me.
Who
I have.
is it?
One
Matthew,
more
that
year.
only that only
One more
works if you do
year.
some sort of liberal art or social
Yeah,
studies
or,
kind of thing.
or humanities. Do a humanities subject.
Humanities,
I
yes.
literally have, I think.
This is turned from an AF stream to life advice.
Or
Well,
you
I'm-
can do
I'm stalling,
engineering
Josh.
and suffer.
Yeah, don't.
Come
do
suffer.
Or do architecture and suffer more.
That's also a lot of suffering.
Or not know what to do at all and just completely suffer.
Or
Just do
study a
psychology and
language.
have a super fucking easy
Now,
time.
Frank, you're free.
And still
If you're
find
like that, you're
jobs.
free. Anyways, we are gonna let me think. What else do we have? So we have the start, I believe, of AF4 again. We start at TT Assen North with the Tartus TO14, so the F4 car.
Zero.
Okay, T014, shut up.
Yeah, it's F4.
So yeah, so that's coming up soon. Cool
That's
car.
the your F3 or sorry, F4 European or F4
Yeah.
German. One of those.
It's the ADAC one for sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's
German.
that thing. Should be really awesome. Good fun with that car. Interesting rear tire behavior, but it's fun. AF1 returns as well next weekend with at the Nürburgring at the sprint layout. So be sure to be there for that. And AF3, how much of that is announced, Josh?
AF3, all of it.
All of
we
it.
got we got the Porsche Cayman GT4 coming back, Club Sport, and then
Yes.
the Canada. Well, the sign-up opens on Friday,
I can read
and
off
the
calendar.
calendar is Monza, 21st of October. Then Road Atlanta and Toronto. Then we got Mont Tremblant, Kyalami, Sydney, Bathurst, Bikanyeku.
Yes.
Latvia for the season finale.
So
which
The
should be
most
amazing.
important part is that we have 2 Canadian ones back to back and 2 Australian tracks back to back.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
good.
Almost
That is
realistic.
Shame we have no
And it makes sense
Australians.
because those Australian tracks are at the coldest time of this season.
Wait, we've actually got a Canadian in chat, and so he may appreciate this. That
Yes.
I'm currently eating
Poutine?
maple leaf chocolates like
Right.
from that I got
Nice.
from Canada when I was there.
Could have been
and
poutine.
they're delicious.
Nice.
How
Is,
patriotic.
is poutine like a Quebec thing or is it an outside of Quebec thing?
It's everywhere. I
It-
think.
I think
It's
it's a Russian
everywhere.
thing.
It's mainly everywhere. I mean, I guess
Okay.
it was created in Quebec, but it's
Okay.
everywhere.
And
I
it's
thought-
delicious.
I
Origin.
thought Putin was Russia.
No,
That's
no.
Close your
a little
mouth.
different.
On that
little different.
bombshell. No. Josh, are you ready to read out the thing?
I disconnected him.
Oh my
Sorry.
god.
I
Did you
know.
just kick Josh?
Bring
Yeah.
him back. Okay.
Yeah.
I
okay,
can't
Josh.
bring him back. He can
Well,
only join
he's
back.
back.
Yes.
Welcome back, Josh. Are you ready
Welcome
to
back.
Are you ready to read it off? Because I'm just about done with the stream
Yes,
now.
yes, I am. Yeah. So in the drivers' championship, is that the right championship? Yes, it is. In the drivers, Jens leads with 240. Sorry, I should add the second drop race has now been added, as we have 2 rounds to go. So Jens is on 240, Jack is on 188, Pingu 135, Sharbatron 130, Vvolfs 104, Trishko Dibble 83, Master 76, Diego 72, Bolivane and Juan joint 9th on 70. In the teams, Newt Racing leads on 322. Red Capybara Racing is second on 269. Remoa Racing is third on 264. Macca Racing fourth on 249. Fast Sim Racing is fifth on 194.
Interesting.
At what place is River?
Eighth.
Probably
Behind
near the
what
sea.
team?
Pretty close to the sea generally.
And in which league?
Fuck's sake,
AF1?
Ellie.
AF1.
And AF1.
It's all AF1, yeah. Macadam is
Okay.
seventh.
Wait. Is River Racing
How close
last
is
or
it?
are we not last?
We're not last.
Let's go.
We're 13 points away from last.
Let's go.
Mostly because Fat Sim Racing didn't really turn up, and neither and Duff didn't score anything.
Let's go. I contributed the single point.
You got a point. You got another point.
Let's go.
What a guy. Okay, so that just about does it for our stream. You know what's coming up, and thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see you again rather soon. Bye bye.
I was gonna say something. I just went.
Bye-bye.